Hi guys, welcome to the course on C Sharp. In this video, we will start with writing a super simple program that I want you to follow along. It is a Hello C Sharp application. That means we are just going to display the Hello C Sharp message on the console. A console window is a program which runs in a command prompt window. If you want to see what a console window looks like, in the search window on the taskbar, just type CMD and select the command prompt app. The window that appears is a console window. So let me just quickly close it. The point of this exercise is to take you through the basic workflow of writing a C# application that will be common to all. Don't worry if something doesn't make sense at this point in time. That is what this course is for. In the following lesson, we will dissect into the code and explain why it is doing what it is doing. Okay, so let's start the Visual Studio first of all. If you do not have an icon on your desktop for Visual Studio, what you need to do is you can just search it in the search window on taskbar. Just type Visual Studio and you will see an app there. You can also select the option, pin it to the taskbar. That's what I will usually do. So if I just pin it to the taskbar, now if I go away and I can start the Visual Studio from the taskbar, on the first time startup, it will ask you to choose the color theme. I'm just going to go for the default one and click on Start Visual Studio. On the startup, you will see this window that pops up. What we need to do is click on Create a New Project and you will see Create a New Project window. Do not worry too much if the version of Visual Studio looks a bit different to the version you are having on your computer. The basics are the same even if you have a different version, and you should be able to easily follow along this course. On the right hand side, you should be able to see a console application which has got a C# symbol. Alternatively, you can also search in this window console and pick up the C# console application and click on the next button. Here you are asked to specify a project name. So I'm just gonna type hello C# and you will see it automatically picks up the same name for the solution, which we'll go through in one of the later videos. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave everything default and click on the next button. Here it will ask you to pick up a .NET Core version. So you will see a list of core versions here. So I'm just going to pick up the .NET 5.0, which is the current version, and click on the create button, and the Visual Studio will create a starting point for the console project. So Visual Studio has given us a starting point. What you need to do for this lesson is just concentrate on this part of the window, which is your program.cs file. .cs means it's a C# file. What we need to do is we need to concentrate on the innermost curly bracket where it says console.writeLine hello world. So since we wanted to write hello C#, so let us change it to C#. What we also need to do is in there write console, and you will see as soon as you start typing console, there is another window which pops up. This is called Intellisense. That's very useful feature in Microsoft Visual Studio for code completion. It will automatically guide you to pick up the right names as you type in. So if I say console dot read L, it will automatically show me the valid options. If the right method is selected, I can just press the tab key and it will be inserted in the code. Here just type the simple opening and closing brackets. We will go through the semantics of this in our next video, but for this video, the purpose is just to show you how you would write your first program. So since we have now made all the changes whatever we wanted, we need to save our program file. There are a couple of options. What you can do is you can go to this floppy disk icon. This will just save this file, or you can select save all, which will save the whole project. So that's what we normally do. So if you just click on that icon, it will save everything within this project. Alternatively, you can go to the file menu and select save all, which is Control Shift S. Okay, now we have created our first program and we are ready to execute it. So there are a couple of ways to execute this program now. On the toolbar, you will see a green icon, which is the play button. So either you can click this one, or you can go to the debug menu. You can select start debugging or press F5 key on your machine. So let's click on this button. As soon as you click this button, the compilation will start and you will notice some new windows appear and the Visual Studio changes its appearance a little bit. Also, a command window will appear displaying our message, hello C#. So you have successfully executed your first program in C# now. Congratulations. I hope you got the same window. If not, you might have run into some problems. So let us go through some of these scenarios. Now, if I just press enter on my computer, you will see there is a message. The program hello C#.exe has exited with the code 0. To automatically close the console when debugging stops, enable tools options debugging automatically close the console. So what we need to do is go to tools, options, and here if we go to the debugging, and here you will see an option automatically close the console when debugging stops. So you select that option, click on OK, and let us try to execute this program again. And this time you shouldn't see the message when we press the enter key on this screen. So if I just press the enter key and it automatically closes the console window. Let's execute it from outside as well, from this icon. So if I do that, as usual, it changes its appearance because it's going into the debug mode and shows us the command window. And if I press enter here, and the window closes. Let us go through some scenarios where you might face some issues. So you might have noticed after every line in these curly brackets, there is a semicolon. So that's the syntax, how a sentence or how a statement ends in C#. So let me remove this semicolon and I try to run the code. You will see a warning window is displayed on Visual Studio. It says there were build errors. Would you like to continue? And what you normally want is you just want to click no here, and you will see something pops up at the bottom pane, which says semicolon expected. So if you click on this, it will automatically highlight the line where the issue is, which says semicolon expected. So make sure you don't do any mistake in typing the code. So if you just type semicolon, and this time the error message goes away, and you should be able to successfully run the program again. As you can see, it has displayed the message hello C sharp, and we can press enter key here and the window closes. You might have noticed that the message we want to display on the console window, it is enclosed in double quotes. So if I just miss the say starting quote and try to run it again, it will throw me the similar message. And if you just click no, and it will show you a number of errors this time, because a lot of things are wrong with this program. So sometimes you may find these errors very overwhelming, but we know we didn't put a double quote here, and as soon as we do that, we should be able to sort it out. As you start writing more and more programs, you will understand where the issues are and how to fix them. So if I just click on first error, it will again take me to the error line. So since we know message we want to display, that needs to be in the double quote. So if I just put double quotes here, and it automatically puts a closing double quote. So what you need to do is delete the extra double quote, and it should automatically sort it out. One other thing to note is C sharp is a case sensitive language. So if I want to write here W in lowercase, and as soon as I do that, you will see an error message. Even if we want to run it, it will throw the same error message window. If we just click no there and select the error list from the bottom window, and it says console does not contain a definition of for right line. Although it is right line, it is spelled correctly, but it doesn't start with capital W. And C sharp being case sensitive language, it expects you to follow the exact syntax. Also, you would notice if there is an error in any line. So if I just click on, and the error is line number 9, which is displayed here, you will see a red squiggly line underlining the code. So that means this piece of code is a problem. So what you can do is you can go there and type W in capital, and the red squiggly line goes away. That means there is no longer an error on this statement, and you can run this program again, and you should see the hello C sharp message on your screen. We successfully created our first program in C sharp in this video, and you have started your coding journey. Well done. In the next video, we will go through each line of code of this program and understand what it is doing. If you haven't done already, please do subscribe, share, and like the video. Thanks.